10% bonus game by Mr. Ponytail. Take it away.
Hello everyone, I am Mr. Ponytale. With me is my wonderful commentator, Sweener, and we will be showcasing Diddy Kong Racing any percent. Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing. It's a sleepy stream tonight, I think.
Yeah, it's about 1 in the morning right now.
Ready for some any percent, man.
Yeah. The DK64 randomizer had some pretty bad luck, so
it was unfortunate.
it is what it is. Yeah, we're gonna get into this run here. There's a bunch of characters that you can pick, and we have a bidding war right now for the final boss character choice between Conker the Squirrel, Crunch the Kremling. We also have Pipsy the Mouse and Banjo the
bear.
Bear.
Yeah.
But for the majority of the run, we're gonna be playing as TT the Clock. We'll get into why later. And we're also playing on the Japanese version. We'll go into why we're doing that later. This is an Adventure 1 run, and we're going to get the timer started when we make a new file here. We'll go with the file name of Midwest Speed. And time will start when we press A to create this file. So, ready to go on the timer? All right, in 3, 2, 1, go! So, Sweener, if you'd like to explain a little bit about what this category is. It's different from 100%.
Yes, absolutely. And so instead of 100%, we're going to do any percentage of completion.
Yeah, which percentage are we going for? There's a lot of different percentages.
What is 11 out of 47? Or no, it'd be 16.
Yeah.
It depends on the luck.
Depends.
This is a really interesting speed run. For racing games of its time, it's kind of weird for a racing game to have an adventure mode where you have like worlds and bosses that you have to fight and defeat. But Diddy Kong Racing has all of that, and we need to try our best to complete a variety of things. So the big bad in Diddy Kong Racing is Wizpig. You can actually see a statue of his head right there in the background. He's a really mean guy. In order to do that, you normally have to do a lot of things. But one of the first tricks we're going to see in this run, we call it Lighthouse Skip or Overworld Out of Bounds. And to do that, we're going to have to change to the plane. So we talked to Taj the elephant here. He can help us change to the plane. And we have some collectibles to grab right off the bat. So golden balloons are the golden star or jigsaw piece main collectible in this game. There's one. There's 4 of them in the overworld. This run is most likely going to be collecting 3 of them. So we start off with 2, and we're going to come over here to the lighthouse. Beautiful. Well done. First try. So yeah, what we just saw right there, that's a really common way of getting out of bounds in this game. Any liquids like lava or water, they're not actually impenetrable, and the plane can perform a barrel roll to escape, get underneath the water. And what we did is we went underneath the beach to get out of bounds. That allows us to fly right behind Wizpig's head and go into the first boss race. This is like the main boss race of the game.
Takes
right
about
away.
maybe 2-3 hours casually to get to this point.
Easily. This is also deemed one of the most difficult races in the game, especially for a casual player. So it's really fun to see a speedrunner absolutely annihilate it. Mr. Ponytail in particular is disgusting at this track. The downside here is we have to do this track with the music on, which is kind of a weird thing to say because Diddy Kong Racing has one of the singularly best soundtracks on the Nintendo 64. Thank you, David Wise. But for all N64 games, music causes a ton of lag. And lag makes it hard to go fast. We're seeing right now, Pony doesn't really... Oh, all right, we spoke too soon. That's really common here. That's physics in this game are also very unkind. But the point is that pretty much everything in this game is based on the frame rate. Frame rate runs the physics, and the physics in this game are a lot of fun. You can throw TT the Clock, the character we're playing as, all over the place. You can go Mach 5 in the plane, in the car, and in the hovercraft, the third vehicle, which we will see very little of in this run. But and we're still sub 110. Very, very nice.
We're going to do a console reset as well here to skip a cutscene of Wizpig throwing a tantrum.
There we go.
There it is. There's normally a long cutscene to watch where you throw a party for finally being Wizpig, and then he crashes the party.
Yep.
Yeah. So we skip all that. Will the game audio come back?
I don't know.
There
it is.
Hey, we've got some game audio. Yeah, now we're going to get back into the same file that we were just in. Also picking TT the clock.
You do right down. I do down right.
Yeah, which one's the right way to do it?
I don't know. All right, so now we're back in the overworld. We've already beaten like one of the main bosses in the game, and that's one of the things we need to do to actually reach the final credits to complete this game with any percentage. So what we need to do next is we need to collect the 4 main trophies from each of the 4 worlds in the game. We've beaten WizPig 1. That's one of the requirements to get to the end of the game. The next thing we need to do is get these 4 trophies. To do that, we have a lot of work to do. In fact, without glitches, any percent in this game is like 99%. There's no way. It's a rareware game, right? You need to do almost everything in the game to get to the end. We have some tricks up our sleeve that we'll get to later. They're all completely dependent on the Japanese version of the game. Really cheap cartridge. It's like $8. Aw, dang. So, you saw Pony pause at the end of the race there. That is the well-known Diddy Kong Racing cutscene skip. So, normally our goal is to pause on the very last frame of the race. If you do that, the game will still count you as winning the race. You'll still get first place. You'll still get this lovely golden balloon that Taj the Elephant has just dropped for us. But while you have the menu up, you can just return to this lobby and go into the next track. So it allows us to skip that cutscene at the end of the race. Next up, we got Ancient Lake. Now, normally we would also need to collect the magic key on this level so that we can unlock the mini game. But in any percent, we don't need to do that at all. So Ponytale just gets to rip his way through this track. We're seeing we're already seeing a lot of the insane movement that you can do in this game and the unbelievable speed that you can drive at. A lot of games have rubber banding AI, where the computer players are just going to catch up to you, or they're just going to stick behind you for the most part for a lot of the race. Not in this game. In fact, there's the cutscene skip. Beautiful. Really fast, really simple. It's a frame-perfect trick. You can buffer it, but how exactly you buffer it is based on the frame rate, which is all over the place in this game. So yeah, the AI do not rubber band, but we're actually going so fast that on pretty much every single track in the game, we will lap them. The AI racers become obstacles to us, and they really get in your way. There's 7 of them, and they're usually in a big pack for the most part. Yes. This is Fossil Canyon. It contains really, really cool trick, probably one of the most hated tricks. Incredibly inconsistent track, and a lot of it is because of what we call canyonless. That's what Pony's doing right now, yep.
Not going very well.
The polygons in this canyon are something else. Yeah, that's a really good example right there. We needed to hit the ground zipper there to get the boost. Crunch was just eating up the whole thing. Crunch is a really big character, and he just was taking up a little bit too much space, but we can edge our way in there and grab it. We have an insane amount of control. Beautiful first frame. Very nice. And we get to do our first plane track. This is going to be fun.
There's 3 vehicles to play as in this game.
Yes, and they are all completely different. They almost quite literally have nothing to do with one another. It's pretty remarkable that they designed 3 completely separate vehicles that don't control the same way at all. And look at that out of bounds thing we talked about. So in the plane, going out of bounds is extremely common in this game. There's a lot of holes in the environment. There's one track in particular on the Japanese version that is literally just missing a texture. So you can just fly out into space and explore as much as you want. In this case, though, we're using the exact same exploit that we showed off earlier when we were in the overworld. We're going to go back in bounds here because we like to see the finish line when we do that. All right, so what's coming up next here is easily the most boring part of the run. Absolutely nothing at all Nothing interesting is going to happen. It's going to be a completely normal race. It's the first boss race, so you think it would be, maybe a little bit challenging, but I'd hope by now you realize Pony's really good at this game. So when push comes to shove, I mean, he's just going to walk all over this boss. Let's see how it goes. This looks normal.
Yeah.
I like this part of the track.
Yeah. It's weird.
I don't know why they designed the race this way, to be honest with you, but it's pretty, honestly, it's brave of the devs to take the game to this. Well, now the game's just lying to you.
Yeah. I'm going the right way, aren't I?
Yeah. So that's tricky, Skip.
Yep. Skipped the whole race. Took a few tries to get it. It is an RNG trick, unfortunately. There's some polygons that have checkpoint values associated with them all the way from the top of this mountain. They kind of extend down behind the finish line, and they kind of oscillate back and forth from the good checkpoint and the bad checkpoint, and depending on how you leave that area of the oscillating checkpoints, you can grab the good one and finish the race in pretty much like 12, 13 seconds if you get it first try. But took a few tries to get it that time.
Yeah, it can be a brutal trick. We have a lot of RNG in this run, and that is one of the first bits of RNG that could be particularly brutal. If you're grinding any percent as a speedrunner and you're going for a PB or maybe even the world record, you need good tricky skips. At least second try, if not first try. We actually have to race bosses twice in this game, 2 times. So if you can get first try tricky on both races, you're in really good shape. You're saving a lot of time, which is wonderful. So yeah, we'll be seeing tricky one more time, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
And we didn't even talk about, we're doing a weird thing now. We can see a stack of silver coins. Hudson skips are on point. Once we've beaten the boss the first time, we need to go and do all 4 of the races we've done so far again. And while we're racing, we need to collect 8 silver coins that are hidden around the level and get first place to win. So Rare was really on some stuff when they were making this game, because it's actually kind of brutal to make you beat the track not once but twice, and the second time around giving you an additional challenge while also winning in general. For Pony, it's not going to be a problem, but we're going to speed our way through these 4 races again, and we'll be doing tricky one more time. So 2 tricky skips per any percent. Look at this. Oh. We're a mile past the finish line. It's not even a concern. Don't even worry about it.
Could I read one donation?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we have a $25 donation from WaMaster31. Banjo for the fans of DKR. Oh my God, Ponytale.
It's probably a good time to talk about. We mentioned TT being the best character a little bit ago. TT is the best character by a long shot. Like, it is not even close. He is an unlockable character. You get him from beating all of the... Wow, we're just flying through here. You unlock him by beating all of the staff ghosts, essentially, in time trials. Once you do that on all 20 tracks in the game, you'll unlock TT. And he's just insanely fast. He has the best top speed. Interestingly enough, he has one of the worst handlings in the game. Bad handling is a good thing in this game. Turning really, really sharply is more of a speed loss than anything else. First frame cutscene skip. The first frames are actually a little scary sometimes. Pony in particular is one of the players who can cutscene skip at a scary speed. I don't do it because it's too scary, and I'm a fraidy cat. Let's say I pause 1 frame earlier than I was supposed to. Well, one of the options in the menu is return to lobby. There's another one that's restart the race. Both of them are really bad if you have not crossed the finish line yet.
Yeah.
So whenever Pony hits start and is already arrowed down 2 times to the return to lobby option, my heart like stops a little bit because 1 frame and normally you'd tap the start button 2 times to buffer it. So unpause and pause again. Go to the next frame. Yes. 7 out of 8?
Yeah, we missed the first one, then went 7 in a row. So, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're hovering over that return to lobby option and you hit the start button, you're returning to the lobby. You can't.
You're gonna have to redo the whole race.
Yep. Yeah, it's rough. Zero's tricky too. So yeah, 7 out of 8 cutscene skips. That is an extremely good number to have in a run. The unfortunate bit with any percent is that missing just 1 cutscene skip is a full 20-second time loss. It is not cheap. So in the ideal scenario, you get 8 out of 8 for all the cutscene skips that we need to do. If we're talking about the 100% category, on the other hand, well, there's 20 tracks, and we have to complete all of them 2 times. That's 40 frame-perfect tricks that need to be hit. There's second try. Very nice.
We'll be resetting the console when we finish this one. Boom.
Very nice.
So once you cross the finish line, you get the progression of beating Tricky for the second time, but there's a big cutscene that plays, and we need to do some more stuff still, and we can't really wait around.
No cutscenes here.
Yeah.
We skip a lot of cutscenes in this game.
We sure do.
Just as a reminder, our final boss race character choice is open right now. Our options are Banjo, Conker, Crunch, and Pipsy. So far, Banjo has the lead by $25.
So this is the car challenge. Normally, you skip this if you're doing like world record routing, but what we usually do for these marathon runs is like a hybrid route that tries to get prepped for the worst possible RNG for the end game. So this is a really quick balloon to get. This is only about 30 seconds. So we just go ahead and do it since it just presents us with it, so we just do it right away. And there's a faster finish that you can do, but I need to go right back into Dino Domain here. And there's a 12th golden balloon. If we get really lucky, we don't need to collect any more golden balloons for the rest of the run. And once we've beaten the boss for the second time, we unlock the trophy race.
So, this was mentioned earlier. We need to get the trophy from every single world. If you're following along well, we have to do both bosses in 3 more worlds. That's 24 different tracks that still need to be completed. That's a lot of racing. How are we going to skip all that? Well, we'll get to that when we get to the end of this trophy race. We have some really, really interesting glitches to show off in this run. And a lot of them are going to feature Dino Domain. These 4 tracks that we've already seen a few times now. Beautiful. MrPonytale is quite literally the best in the world at these 4 tracks. It's what makes him an unstoppable any percent runner. We have to do these 4 tracks, Ancient Lake, Fossil Canyon, Jungle Falls, and Hot Top Volcano 7 times?
Something like that.
Something like that. You play them a lot, so if you're really good at them, and you have to do it 7 times in the run, you save a lot of time. Look at that. So that is the ideal canyon list that we're looking for. Pony's he's so good at keeping all of the speed that he gets from that big boost in there. My lord. There's Crunch again on that zipper. He's really getting in your way.
Yeah.
This being such an inconsistent track, though, even if you can send yourself into the canyon like Pony can here, you still need a little bit of luck to grab that blue balloon and send yourself into the finish line. 56. Yeah, that's nuts. Onto Jungle Falls. This is the single best designed track in the game, I think.
Love this track.
You can play it in all 3 vehicles. It's really fun in all 3 vehicles. It's the best in car. It's so fast. And we just go flying by all this AI like it's nothing. Meow. 1080. Really, really fast stuff. Oh my god. 33. Yeah, putting on a clinic here. This is all just proof. Now, all right. We're back here at Hot Dog Volcano. We've already seen us go out of bounds. Pretty unique thing for a track to have. We can do this anywhere there's lava. This track has something else really, really weird. It has a wrong warp. We don't know why. It's the only place in the game that has that entry. And what's really unique about the Japanese version is that that wrong warp can take you to one of 3 different locations. And which location you get is complete luck. 100% luck. So it's about a 75-80% chance that we get the luck that we just got. So what happened there was Pony got warped to the Dragon Forest world. It's usually the 4th world. It's the one you do last in a casual run of the game. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, we're going to witness an impossible trick. That's attempt number 1. Oh.
Maybe
Attempt number 3. Oh, dang.
I'll give it one more try.
One more.
Why not?
For the fans, for the fans.
Just one more.
Oh, so close.
Not today.
Keep things moving.
Yep.
All right, so what did we just see there? Well, we're going to see what exactly is going on with this wrong warp nonsense. But the game right now still thinks that MrPonytale is doing a trophy race. You do, just like any Grand Prix in like a Mario Kart game, you're doing 4 races in a row, and then however well you perform across the 4 races, if you get first place, you get the first place trophy. We're still in that race. The game thinks that this track right now is the 4th race in the trophy. What's going to happen when we finish it?
I don't know.
I don't know either, man.
Put your guesses in the chat.
You can fax them to us. Here we go. We get a trophy.
Weird.
Now, what's really interesting about this looks like Dino Domain. That's a Dino Domain looking room. I'm pretty sure that's where it's going. It's not where it's going.
Nope.
We just got the Snowflake Mountain trophy.
Let's take a peek in there.
Go look, go look. There it is.
There it is. We haven't
There
done
it is.
anything in here yet, and now we've got the trophy.
No boss, no tracks, nothing. That trick is called trophy storage. So we can do the whole Dino Domain trophy. We can warp out of it in the last track, go finish it somewhere else, and get the collectible that we need. And all of this is just, it's literally happenstance. So the reason MrPonytale is doing this safer route where we need to get some more balloons, that's why we're doing Snowball Valley right now. In order to finish an any percent run on a world record route, you need a 12.5% chance to occur while you're doing that wrong warp. So 3 outcomes for the wrong warp. We got the most common one. It's about 75%. We call it Dragon Car. You spawn in Dragon Forest in a car. You can also get the Overworld warp, where it warps you into the Overworld where Taj the Elephant is. Very nice. These first frames are delicious. But the most coveted wrong warp luck is what's called Dragon Plane, where we spawn in Dragon Forest in a plane. You're not supposed to be there in a plane, so we get to fly out of bounds and do some crazy stuff, like finish a track, for example.
Oh, yeah.
So
I've only done one marathon run where I get the Dragon Plane warp.
Yeah.
I've done quite a few marathon runs now. Kind of overdue on them.
It's a cool thing to show off if we do get it, but it's nice that we have the safe route where we get a total of 16 balloons instead of 11. 16 unlocks the Windmill Plains track. So when we get to Dragon Forest and we need to finish a trophy there, we can do it in Windmill Plains. That dino's in the way. He really shouldn't be walking across that road.
No, gotta look both ways. Idiot.
He's got eyes on the sides of his head. You'd think that'd be easy for him, but
Yeah.
I guess not.
So who likes Dino?
I'm a big fan, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, we're going to be seeing these tracks a lot. It makes any percent a really, really chill category, honestly, because the route is pretty easy to get your head around once you've got it, and you really only need to learn like 4 tracks really, really well. The rest of them you can kind of, work your way through, but it's actually a very beginner-friendly category. It has a lot of the traditional like speedrunning skips that you need to go and learn. 100% by comparison is kind of insane. It's like a routing nightmare. We have like branching routes depending on the wrong warp lot that you get.
I looked at a flowchart you posted the other day, and it's like, there's no way this is real.
It is, though.
There's no way there's that many differing paths you can take in one run. Like,
I mean, I could probably consolidate it a little bit.
maybe, but it's like, it's real.
It's real. It's wild. It's really, really crazy. Any percent, though, things are a little bit simpler.
Would now be a good time for donations?
Oh, definitely.
Let's do it.
All right. So we got a $3 donation from Tokyo. My brother Brett loves Diddy Kong Racing. Can we get a big clap in the room for DKR? And then we have a $1 donation from Brody MK64.
Hey, Brody!
My gamers, man. Hi, 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 hi,
Hi, bro.
Hi.
We've broken glass.
It's getting a little late here.
Like 1:30 in the morning. I don't know where I am anymore. I'm in some room somewhere.
A bunch of crazy people behind us. I don't know
where
what's
are these
going on back there. Wrong warp number 2. Here we go. So
Again.
we're looking for that Dragon Plane luck. Let's see if we get it. Dragon car again. So feel free to put your resident sleepers in the chat. This is now a boring run. All right, now we're on our way to Sherbet Island. We're going to be doing pretty much the exact same thing that we did in Snowflake, where we go to a track and finish it to get the trophy here instead of in Dino. Now, in Sherbet Island, we have to do Whale Bay. Whale Bay is our only option, but the trick that Ponytail was attempting earlier, where we were like Spider-Man crawling up the wall, that's called Icicle Pyramid Early. You can still get the trophy for the world by losing a minigame. So, if, when you enter that world, you can Spider-Man crawl up the wall, fall behind the locked door, and get into the minigame, you can save like 25 seconds. MrPonytale is the only guy in the world who has done that in a run before. Oh, robbed, honestly. That was unlucky. The physics were not on your side there.
Let's do it again.
I want to see it. I need to learn this. I don't know how you... Oh, the whale! Oh, a little bit of a clip there.
Yeah.
That's a really fun one where the whale comes up and you can just launch yourself off the whale into the sky. They're driving to that whale.
They have names, by the way.
Yes, this is recent, isn't it?
Yeah, this was, we found the names at ESA 2024. The one by the start line is called Gus, and the one by the ship is called Karen.
Okay. Oh, Karen. All right, so we need to get 2 balloons here, right?
Yep.
Yep. We're going to do Pirate Lagoon. This is, we're going to see, we're looking at hovercraft for the first time this round. That's one of those things that's like really hard to realize when you're commentating this. Hovercraft is awesome. In both of the other vehicles in this game, bonking into stuff is really bad. You lose a bunch of speed, and TT goes, ow, that hurt, don't do that again. Hovercraft, TT still gets hurt, but the hovercraft just bounces off of stuff. We bonk into walls all the time because it literally makes you go faster. It's really fun. So Pirate Lagoon is a great example of this. It's really sharp turns in the water. Look at how fast we're going, dude. Like, it's just insane. Yeah. You get all these boosts in a row. You get to bonk into these walls and send yourself flying. Great track. Oh, still sub 50. Ooh, there's the buffer, baby. Delicious. Into Whale Bay. So you can't really see it very well in Pirate Lagoon, but the hovercraft has really, really weird, complicated mechanics. It's not like Wave Race, as far as I know.
Not really, but wave cycles can be an issue. But
Yes, definitely.
you see us rocking back and forth in the hovercraft a lot, just doing these weird wiggles. It's kind of weird.
Yep. That is a technique we call snaking. Oh man, there we go. That's a Ponytale original, isn't it? Hitting the wall, that's beautiful. I usually just try to hope the whale's nice to me. Karen.
There really isn't a good name for it. Like Karen Skip, like is kind of.
Look at that. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, really, really good example of trying to buffer a cutscene skip, but the frame rate just hates you. So this game usually runs at 20 FPS, and when the sun is shining, it's like a solid 30 FPS. On a bad day, you're hitting 15 FPS. And the amount of time you need to wait between hitting the start button again to buffer that pause changes based on the frame rate. There's balloon number 16. We are in go mode. Over. Back to the trophy races now. So we still need to complete the Dino Domain trophy. So that's what we're going to be doing now. Instead of doing the wrong warp and hot the volcano, we're actually going to finish all the tracks instead of cheating.
I would never do that.
No cheating here. The YouTube comments agree with me. You all know what we're talking about. Woo! That was an interesting bounce.
I have 2 more donations, if I can.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So we have a $20 donation from CMAC.
Try to smack. That's our
I'll
boy.
try my best to pronounce this. Je veux du poulet.
Je veux des boulets, boulets.
And then we have a $1 donation from our favorite person, Brody.
Hey.
Quote, do not go to the birthday party, end quote, Aaron Jablati.
Somebody's broken behind us. I wonder what character we're going to get.
I don't know.
That's going to be interesting.
Reminder that we currently have a bidding war for the final character boss race choice.
We do.
Yeah.
We have 4 characters you can choose from for this incentive. We have Banjo, Conker, Crunch, and Pipsy.
Yeah, the characters in the game are all completely different. They don't control the same at all. Ooh, there's spike balls. That's the other thing the AI can do. They can lay traps for you.
Yeah.
And it's really fun when they shoot you because they don't miss.
Oh, yeah.
Ever.
Perfect aim.
Perfect aim. I don't got it. He don't got it. But the AI, they'll shoot you down every time. Lovely collision.
Can we do a reset?
Sure, man. Let's just do it again. Probably get better tricky RNG.
Oh, yeah.
It's interesting, though. Banjo is usually the character that people choose if they're like trying to unlock TT. He's got really, really good speed, and he has the same handling as TT, so it's a good like starting place. My favorite's Conker, personally. I think,
like Conker
yeah,
as well.
Oh yeah, Conker's where it's at. But Crunch and Pipsy, there's a long-running argument in the speedrunning community about which one is the worst character. And if you've played both of them, you either have a really strong opinion about one or the other. I like Crunch. Me and Pipsy.
I don't mind. I don't mind either. I grew up playing Pipsy.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But-
yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up playing Diddy because I'm a weird guy. It's like playing Mario and Mario Kart. Who does that?
Crash and Crash Team Racing.
Yeah, it's the most middle-ranged character. Nothing special about that.
I will say, Banjo is currently winning the bid war with
Ooh.
$25.
Chat is being quite nice about that. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. You couldn't make me suffer. It's
Yeah.
all to you. Now we've got the trophy.
There's the Dino
didn't
trophy.
cheat this time.
Yeah, we didn't cheat.
Yep.
This is the real Dino trophy. We're not lying.
Oh yeah.
A DP on this last one would be nice. That would be really fun.
Sure would. Look, there it is. Who likes Dino Domain?
Yeah, some of the other categories in this game, getting world record requires you turn the music off, unfortunately. It is, although Pony has been, like, destroying that fact over the past year or so. There's a long stretch of playing some of the parts of 100% with the music off, going into the menu and wasting 7 seconds to turn it off for better gameplay. Pony don't do that. And Pony's real fast, so that's kind of a dead strat now, I think. But the all trophy races category, which is probably the closest we get to, it's not in the adventure mode or anything. It's just like complete all the Grand Prix in a row, all cups. That's what it's called in MK. That one we've got to turn the music off for because you just can't save the same amount of time, unfortunately. Speed is just insane, man. Did you say this is your favorite track? No, Jungle Falls is.
Yeah, it's Jungle Falls, but when you get a really good Fossil Canyon going, you just kind of, you know, just go fast.
Still a 1680. Oh. Some of the finish lines in this game are solid. Not all of them. I don't know why they did
Inside
that.
tree.
Still a 56. 56 with a head first bonk at like Mach 5. Like,
Yep.
it's no problem at all.
That's fine.
Oh, we didn't talk about bananas.
Oh, heck.
There's like bananas all over the track. And
Why
we
have we
just
been
haven't
collecting
even.
them this whole time?
Yeah. So there's like Mario Kart coins, or like honestly, most racing games have some kind of collectible that you can get that increases
DKR
your
was the
speed.
first.
DKR was the first. They used to be banana coins, and then they changed them to just actual bananas at the last second, I guess. Wow. Oh, we went for boneless?
Try to go for boneless.
Yeah, you gotta go for boneless. So each banana increases your top speed and your acceleration by 2.5% a piece, up to a maximum of 10. So that means getting 10 bananas is really important because you get a 25% increase in top speed and acceleration. It's a big deal. Resident Sleeper.
Super boring. Never lucky. But it's nice we get to show off another cool track here.
Oh, yeah. So like we said before, plane goes out of bounds a lot, all the time. There's only a couple tracks that we have never, ever been able to find a way out of. Very, very few and far between. This track used to be really notorious. It's become a lot more consistent over the past 5 years or so. As we can see, slipping out over the top of that hill is very, very doable nowadays. And this is a really scary track. So whenever we're out of bounds in the plane, every track has a ceiling, which is the highest point that you can go. It'll just push you down if you go above it. It also has a floor, and the floor is a lot scarier because if you touch the floor, it's going to send you back to the finish line.
Inbounds.
Inbounds at the beginning of the lap. So, were we to accidentally clip back in bounds, that would be bad. If we were to touch the floor, we would be losing all of the progress of the lap. Literally all of it in one fell swoop.
Yep. So the bidding war, I believe, now will officially come to a close.
Yes.
Because we are about to do the thing. So who is the winner? Who is it? I believe it's probably Banjo. Banjo?
Banjo it is.
Here it is.
Okay, so as we said in the beginning of the run, we had to beat WizPig 1. We took care of that right off the bat. And we had to collect all 4 of the trophies from the trophy races. These 2 things are done. The game should be beaten now. Well, it's not. In classic Rareware fashion, we have... Hello? We've got one more secret world to unlock in the single best cutscene to ever take place on the Nintendo 64. We're just going to watch it play out in glory and jam to this music.
Y'all know that cat jam emote? Please post it.
I don't know whose idea it was for the lighthouse to turn into a rocket ship,
I
but
don't know.
they should have gotten a big bonus, honestly.
Kevin Bayless.
It's
maybe?
probably Kev Bayless, honestly. All right. So here we are in the secret last world. This is Future Funland. It contains some of the most challenging tracks in the game, especially for a casual player. There's a big problem here. There's a green door on the right that's called the TT door. In order to open that door, we need 47 golden balloons. We only have 16. And we need to collect all 4 pieces of the TT amulet, as well as, beat WizPig and get all 4 trophies and all that stuff. You basically need to 100% the game to open that door. So, we came here kind of unprepared, honestly.
I don't know how we're going to get through it.
What we're setting up right now is probably the most unique glitch that has ever been found in this game. And it's a little trick called TT Stomp, also referred to as TT Slap. It depends on how it happens. It is, for all intents and purposes, an unsolved trick. We have no idea what causes TT to do what we are trying to get him to do. It just happens. So we're bullying TT a bit here. We are honking at him all the time. He's really mad.
That was pretty fast.
That was a very, very good TT Stomp.
And this is the final race.
This is it. So when this race finishes, that'll be time. So yes, that was the stomp. For some reason, the TT in the overworld there, he hits some part of the collision and goes up above the map. And then when we stop talking to him, he falls down, gives us a really bad concussion, and sends us flying into the air. So doing that allows us to literally reverse the vehicle and get behind the door that we were never prepared to open in the first place. The slap variant is where he never goes up, but something about the collision, he just hits you really hard in some way. I assume he slaps you. And he does the exact same thing. So out of bounds again, like I said, playing out of bounds all the time. It's all we do. And we can finish this last boss race completely out of bounds. So yeah, that trick is completely unsolved. Pony has put a disgusting amount of time into trying to solve it, trying to come up with like a consistent setup or some kind of consistent angle that you can take. And I think you had some ideas, but in general, it's luck.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like unit precise, crazy wall collision that like we would have no hope of ever getting a consistent setup for. It's pretty crazy.
It's wild, and it's the very last trick in the run outside of this last race against WizPig.
Time is coming up here as we cross this finish line. In about 3, 2, 1, and time.
Great run.
Thank you. 4308, not bad for having to do all the tracks. Getting really bad RNG on Tricky. About maybe 4 retries.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, so for comparison, the world record right now is a 36, 36:30?
36:49.
49, yeah. So quite a bit lower than the run we did here. Normal world record routing is only 11 balloons, so we'd save a ton of time there. You have the 2 tricky skips you got to get through. You have all of the wrong warp RNG, and at the very end of the run, you need TT to beat you up.
Yep.
It's
pretty much first, second, or third try. Otherwise, you're losing too much time.
Yep, absolutely. And the number of runs I have watched die in that Future Funland lobby, it is a brutal category, but this guy makes it look really, really easy. So, good game, man.
Thank you.
Great run.
Yeah, what do we do now?
I don't know. Watch this awesome cutscene, I guess.
Yeah. Could just watch it for about 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those little dinosaurs aren't anywhere else in the whole game.
No, there's like Land Before Time sort of dinosaurs there. And they literally don't show up anywhere except here. I don't know where they're stationed this whole time during this like massive fight to save the island.
They take out memory on the cartridge.
They really
do. Like they only used them here? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.